Welcome! This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features electronic magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa, and here are the features we have for you this week. On Motoring Forum, we shall have Angkas Chief Transport Advocate George Royeca on its role as an interim solution to traffic. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on the right-of-way of vehicles on the right. This week's Payong Chuper shall be about the illegal use of mobile phones while driving. The public service segment shall have the computer's woes on the LRT2 partial shutdown. Showcase this week shall have the mid-sized SUV from Ford, the 2020 Everest 2-liter Bi-Turbo Titanium Plus 4x4 AT. While for race weekend, we'll look back on the highlights of Rally Driving Immersion Project's Rally Clinic held in Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga.
All these plus the latest news on the country's transportation and traffic management are in this edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Welcome back. Motoring Today now starts with the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation gears up for another Safe Trip Mo Sagot Ko in line with the Undas season in the country.
MPTC's Motorist Assistance Program is once again implemented due to the expected influx of motorists going to the provinces for the Undas season. With this, traffic personnel of NLEX and SCTEX are closely monitoring and managing traffic along the toll plazas of Balintawak, Mindanao Avenue, Bocaue, Santa Ines, Tarlac, and Tipo.
This year's Undas edition of the Safe Trip Mo Sagot Ko program will focus on safety and convenience. We already know that at this time of the year, ito yung ating tinatawag na traffic surge. So to prepare for the traffic surge, we have several recommendations, especially for those who are going to travel for the first time to the north and to the south in Cavitex. We'd like to focus on convenience at the toll lane.
To lessen waiting time at the toll plazas, the NLEX adds more toll collection booths in certain areas. For those going back to the metro, 55 collection points will be set up in Bocaue toll barrier from November 1 to 4. The MPTC is also encouraging the motorists to use the electronic toll collection lane through the EasyTrip RFID and EasyTrip tags.
We are pushing our customers to use the RFID lanes. We have exclusive RFID lanes for this season, especially in the north, in Balintawak. We are going to allocate 4 new RFID lanes in Balintawak. That means that's the northbound lane, and 7 new RFID lanes southbound in Bocaue. The exclusive RFID lanes will cater to all vehicles classes 1, 2, and 3.
Additionally, tollway response teams are present along the expressways for immediate assistance to motorists. SMSK motorist camps, on the other hand, are set up in strategic locations that will provide services along the expressway. For his part, NLEX Corporation President and General Manager Luigi Bautista stressed that road safety is a shared responsibility.
Motorists also have the duty to be responsible drivers. So follow the traffic rules, check your vehicles before leaving, and ensure physical and mental driving fitness always.
He also added that the program represents MPTC's commitment to reduce inconvenience and keep the flow of traffic as smooth as possible.
The Safe Trip Mo Sagot Ko Motorist Assistance Program covers the NLEX, SCTEX, and Cavitex. Meanwhile, generally there is a problem in the transport system that needs to be solved. This can be done through changes in some of its parts, according to a transport advocate.
Former Presidential Assistant on Public Transport Affairs and now is a public transport advocate, Mr. Ariel Lim, in a press briefing vocally said where the problem is coming, taking for example the distribution of driver's licenses.
Ang problema ho natin mismo, saan ang gagaling ang lisensya? Let's face the reality. Kahit hindi ka marunong magmaneho, basta may pera ka, magkakalisensya ka. So sinisisi natin, bakit ba maraming kamote driver, jeepney? So marami pong pagkukulang.
According to Lim, problems in the system are the very reason why transport advocates like him are organizing press briefings to call on for change, starting off with licenses as mentioned.
Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng mga ganitong pagtitipon para makatulong, no? Hindi lang ang gobyerno, ang private, media. Siguro this is the time na tayo mismo magsama-sama na humingi na dapat nating baguhin yung sistema. Dapat baguhin ang pagbibigay ng lisensya. Kinakailangan po yung maayos, sigurado at talagang dumaan sa proseso.
Lim also called on to the government and the private sector to have motorcycle driving courses. To end, Lim called on everyone to help one another for these said things to become a reality.
Safety training courses are an important tool to educate the general motoring public on the issues concerning traffic and transportation. And finally, former LTFRB chairman and now Quezon City traffic czar and transport and traffic management head, attorney Ariel Inton, shares what the city is doing on traffic that can also be used for the rest of the metro in the future.
Coming straight from Attorney Inton, the most challenging road in the city is the Commonwealth Avenue and shared where the problem of congestion is coming.
When you start from Quezon Memorial, it's so wide. Pero pag nasa Fairview area ka na, parang bote, doon na lang, Millet Imbudo.
According to Inton, one of the problems of EDSA is its 50,000 passengers a day who originate from the Commonwealth area. 4 lanes are being occupied by these passengers, and Inton stressed that the reason for this is lack of public transportation. Knowing this, the Quezon City official coordinated with the MMDA for a solution.
Sinabi natin sa MMDA, kailangan yung mga buses dadating doon na mag-originate. And then we added other biyahe there because iba-iba kasi yung point of destination ng mga tao doon. Marami doon Cubao because they would take a connecting ride to Ortigas, doon silang tatrabaho, or Quiapo. Pero napaka-konti ng biyahe doon.
Attorney Inton also expressed his support on motorcycle taxi operations as it has helped them in addressing lack of public transport concerns.
Quezon City is the biggest city in the metro. Hence, it also has the biggest problem on traffic, particularly Commonwealth Avenue that authorities see as the next EDSA. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Here's Ray Louie.
Thanks, Susie. Infrastructure projects, such as those under the Build program, are considered to be long-term solutions to traffic, according to the government. With Metro Manila traffic worsening day by day, what could really be an immediate solution to this? In a press briefing, ANCAS Chief Transport Advocate George Royeca admitted that infrastructure projects are important to solve traffic congestion, but alongside an interim one. This is where the concept of ANCAS serves its purpose.
Infrastructure is very important, and infrastructure is the ultimate strategy. You need that in place. Mass transit is the most efficient, hands down. But you need an interim solution. Yung pang gitna, transition po yan eh. And I think ANCAS and other forms of small, agile, creative ways, especially in this ride-hailing economy or ride-sharing economy yung tinatawag natin, really serves a purpose para itawid yung transition na yun.
Royeca also looked back on how the government was skeptical about the idea of ANCAS at first and came to the realization that both are going into reaching one goal.
What we realize is it's not ANCAS versus the government. What we realized that we were both coming from two different perspectives, pero with trying to achieve one goal, which is really to lessen the traffic woes of its commuters or of its people.
Prior to the approval of the DOTR on ANCAS's pilot run, a technical working group was formed which Royeca believes is a very good example of government's non-infrastructure policy measures.
We spent 5 months 5 or 6 months really deliberating. And this was multi-sectoral. No? We had the commuter groups. We also had the safety advocates. We also had Senate there, representatives from the Senate, representatives from Congress. So it was really multi-sectoral. And I really think that this is a very good example of non-infrastructure policy measures that the government can do.
Royeca also claimed that traffic congestion is an issue of every progressing city.
If you do not plan for congestion, which every robust economy or growing economy has to go through, you really have that problem. And it's not a roads issue. Yung joke nga, di ba? Maglagay ka ng second floor sa EDSA, mapupuno yan in one day. Puno pa rin yan. Traffic yan, level 1, level 2. Maglagay ka ng level 3, traffic yan. Siguro sa level 10, hindi na. But that's ridiculous. Right? So we need to come up with really effective ways to use our existing system. And I think the motorcycle taxi has been doing it informally. They've been doing it for a long time now, even before ANCAS came into the picture.
The motorcycle ride-hailing app is now pushing for legalization and regulation.
We're working out a system for regulation. And with regulation, things become much more safer.
Mr. George Royeca, ANCAS Chief Transport Advocate. The first part of our feature on ANCAS's role as an interim solution to traffic. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Ako po si Michael Kaliwag, 12 taon ng patrol crew para sa NLEX SCTEX. Bilang patrol crew, handa akong humarap sa anumang di naasahang sitwasyon. Naalala ko pa noon, 2009, Bagyong Ondoy. Papatrol kami sa NLEX nang may nakita kami isang pamilya na natrap sa bubong. Kahit kailangan magpatrol, nagdesisyon kami na sagapin at iligtas sila. Kami ang NLEX SCTEX Patrol Crew, kaagapay at katuwang nyo sa mas maayos na paglalakbay.
The Tactical Survival and Arms Expo is back with a more intensive take on the global issues on environment, economic uncertainty, security threats, and the like. Visitors may avail of the free seminar during the event. You can also apply for your license to own and possess firearms at the venue. The expo will take place on November 14 to 17, 2019 at the SMX Convention Center, SM Mall of Asia, Pasay City. Admission is free. Pre-register online now.
Continuing with Motoring Today, here once again is this week's series of valuable motoring tips. We start off with road safety reminders on the Young Street Smarts portion, courtesy of Toyota. If you're stopped at an intersection, paunahin ang sasakyan na nasa kanan dahil ito ay may right of way. It is important to keep this in mind for smooth travel. Proper driver's demeanor, especially among drivers of public utility vehicles, is one of the major concerns we are addressing on our segment, Payong Choper, courtesy of Mitsubishi.
Payong Choper lang kaibigan, ako si Marlon, isang kapwa nyo choper. Habang nagmamaneho, kailangan buo ang atensyon mo at hindi gulo-gulo.
Ang cellphone ay isa ng malaking bahagi sa buhay ng tao. Halos lahat ay meron at gumagamit nito. Pero sana kapag tayo ay nagmamaneho, pigilin muna natin ang paggamit ng cellphone. Paalala lang, sa pagmamaneho, kailangan ng iba yung konsentrasyon. Kapag ikaw ay nagtetelepono, ang isip mo ay wala sa iyong pagmamaneho. At ito ang maaaring maging rason para magkaroon ng aksidente.
Kung ayaw mong mamultahan o maaksidente, huwag kang gumamit ng cellphone habang nagmamaneho. Si Marlon Gudmalin, Payong Choper lang kaibigan mula sa isang kapwa nyo choper.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Ano man ang marating, binabalikan pa rin. Ang mga unang pangarap, mga unang nakasama, mga unang aral, at ang unang naging gabay sa biyahe ko sa buhay.
Oh, Joshua, napauwi ka!
Siyempre, miss ko na first love ko eh.
Make more firsts with a Mitsubishi Mirage.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
NLEX Viaje Tips presents Healthy Road Trip. It's time for that much-awaited vacation, but here are a few things to watch out for. Sitting for long periods of time can form blood clots in your body like in the legs. To avoid that, stop for a quick break, get up, and move around to get your blood pumping. Car air conditioners speed up dehydration, so make sure to drink water frequently. Lastly, while driving, protect your eyes from the sun by wearing UV blocking sunglasses. And for a smoother trip up north, you can now drive all the way to your destination with one RFID. Get your Easy Trip RFID sticker now.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strata, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
We're back. We now welcome you to Motoring Today's World of Motorsports. We start with the latest news and developments. The novice class of the 2019 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series has again made itself felt by taking 3 of the top 5 places in Leg 9 of the series held in Robinsons Novaliches. Rod Chang led the charge of the rookies, setting a time of 52.70 seconds, besting all novices anew to make it 9 in a row to finish 3rd overall for the day. Another novice, JP Polentan, was 4th fastest overall with a time of 53.06 seconds. Novice class driver Leonard Cristobal rounded up the top 5 overall with a time of 53.12 seconds. Tough Gear Racing Team stablemates Estefano Rivera and 2018 novice slalom champion Paui Base finished 1 and 2 in Leg 9 overall timesheets, without Slalom King Milo Rivera making his infrequent appearance to show the upstarts looking to inherit his title. Younger brother Estefano got back on top of the overall standings with a time of 50.74 seconds run. Paui Base is close second with a time of 51.90 seconds. Meanwhile, Joseph Ortega maintained his dominance on the rear-wheel drive class with a time of 55.42 seconds. More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. We're at the Pradera Verde in Lubao, home of the 2019 Philippine Rallycross Series. But this feature isn't the last race weekend of the Rallycross Series yet. 3 rounds over 2 days. We're here for the rally clinic held for members of the motoring media invited to participate in the Rally Driving Immersion Project, aka the RDIP, organized by Anju Perez with the help of the Isuzu Philippines Corporation and other sponsors: Black Rhino Wheels, Nito Tires, PIAA, Sonax, C-Tech, Ichiro Motor Oils, Worth Philippines, and Red Bull. Over the past few legs of the Philippine Rallycross Series, Anju Perez has been inviting batches of motoring journalists to try their hand at rallycross using a rally-ready Isuzu D-Max. On the final leg of the 2019 PHRX season, the final batch of invitees for this year's RDIP got a bonus, a day's worth of hands-on training on rally driving on dirt tracks from the pros of the sport.
Well, my main purpose here was to give the
new batch or new breed of motoring reporters a chance to experience firsthand what rally driving really is, how it feels like, because most of them don't have any experience driving in the dirt. So with the help of the Philippine Rally School and the Philippine Rallycross Series, we were able to organize the Rally Driving Immersion Project with the help of Isuzu Philippines, and they were gracious enough to lend us 2 units, Isuzu D-Max and the Mu-X, and of course we were supported by Black Rhino wheels, Nito tires, PIAA, Bopunk, and Worth, and Red Bull.
The lecture portion of the Rally Driving Clinic was held at one of the roomy villas in the Pradera Verde with rally veteran June Magno as the main instructor. After the lecture came the driving drills at the Rallycross course. That is the home track of the PHRX.
This morning we started with the classroom lecture as usual. We taught them the basics of car control, what's oversteer, understeer, what's weight transfer. Now they're actually doing the drills before they actually feel the actual Rallycross track that we're going to use later in the day. Tonight, tomorrow morning, and the next night. So the media people will feel how it is really to join Rallycross. So when they do their columns, they have more knowledge on what really is this sport about.
The drills included getting to feel the maneuvering capability of both the D-Max and the Mu-X on short chicane course. Then a slow drive-through around the dirt course to familiarize themselves with the ride and handling capabilities of the Isuzu vehicles, and a talk-through around the course with Rallycross pros riding shotgun. Then came the fun part, tackling the course at speed using their newfound knowledge on weight transfer and other technical stuff on driving on less than grippy surfaces. Soon there was dust, sand and gravel flying in the air. Some people were enjoying themselves.
Well, first of all, it was very, very fun. Of course, we've been driving in off-road tracks before, but this time we've had very nice and very informative instructional module first, and I think that really makes a big difference. Now we're attacking the dusty corners and with much more confidence, a little bit more speed, and thanks to the power of these cars, it's so much fun. It's a very interesting and new challenge, and I'm really glad and I really hope that this sport picks up soon.
The activity or the Rallycross was an immersive experience for those who are first time in this activity. So it was actually very fulfilling in a sense that I was able to learn new skills and was able to better understand car control in a different kind of terrain, which is in the dirt, which is actually quite different compared to the track in the asphalt because the turns are constantly changed. They're never the same for every lap.
It was awesome, actually. I'd like to thank Andrew Perez for putting this together, along with Sir Olsen, and of course our instructor, Sir June. I learned a few more things today, and that's the whole idea about something like this. This event teaches us how to drive better, and in this case, in Rallycross. And I hope that they pursue this thing that they're doing. Hopefully, it becomes a bigger event next time, and hopefully there'll be more, guests or people that'll join and try this out because it's so much fun.
The Rally Driving Immersion Project appears to have achieved one of its main objectives: encourage more participants in Rallycross events.
I had a lot of fun here, so I'm thinking maybe I might give it a try, one of the rounds. Yeah, that's it for now.
I'm looking forward for more Rallycross activities. I seem to enjoy this activity. It's quite different from the usual circuit racing, and there's always a challenge for every time you go to the track because the turns constantly change and they're never the same from when you started. You always try to adjust how you drive every time that you go into the track.
I'm 41 years old. I'm not turning this into a career. I'm just trying to enjoy the most out of this and maybe hopefully inspire my kids to get into motorsports. But yeah, it's really fun and people should try it out. And the beauty about motorsports, such as say Rallycross, is that I guess it'll make you a better driver out in the real world when you're on, actual public roads. And it's basically discipline, so the better you get at it, the better you become a driver on, normal public roads.
Rallycross has experienced one of the biggest increase in the number of entries among all grassroots motorsports disciplines in the last 3 years. Noticeably, more and more entries come in the UV class, entries using pickups and sports utility vehicles. Perhaps this is because one can enter a stock pickup truck or an SUV and still be competitive, as shown by the experience of the participants in the rally driving clinic who drove the D-Max and the MU-X.
The MU-X was surprisingly very fun. No, it's you'd think it would feel very heavy, but it actually feels really fast. It's very communicative, especially there off-road. So it's easy to tell what the car is doing, and it's easy to make little adjustments on the track and get the most out of the speed and out of the cornering.
I'm surprised in a way that both of these cars are all stock. They aren't modified except for the tires, but the suspension, the shocks, they're all the same. So at least that's a testament to how well built and how well designed the Isuzu MU-X and D-Max are. They're more than able to handle these kinds of situations, then they're going to be more than capable to handle the daily routine, the daily grind of hauling goods and the family.
After the rally clinic, organizers and instructors are hoping to see the participants think of joining more rallycross events in the future.
Well, I hope they go serious with rallying. Per their feedback, they enjoyed the experience and want more. So I think we'll leave it to Isuzu to continue doing this as part of their media campaign.
I said earlier this is a prelude to more exciting things to come, especially for next year. Hopefully we get more manufacturers on board, broaden the sport more, and make it more popular.
That's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
The Tactical Survival and Arms Expo is back with a more intensive take on the global issues on environment, economic uncertainty, security threats, and the like. Visitors may avail of the free seminar during the event. You can also apply for your license to own and possess firearms at the venue. The expo will take place on November 14 to 17, 2019 at the SMX Convention Center, SM Mall of Asia, Pasay City. Admission is free. Pre-register online now.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Toyota Motor Philippines Corporation, through the Comprehensive Automotive Resurgence Strategy or the CARS program, took members of the local motoring media to familiarize them with its high technology facilities.
We are now at Toyota Motor Philippines, and today we're having the plant tour with our media friends. We would like to show the media what TMP has been doing, how TMP has been contributing to the society and to the economy.
According to the company, the 5.38 billion peso investments in the CARS project enhanced not only the company's local production capabilities, but ultimately added value to revitalize vehicle and parts manufacturing in the country. For Toyota alone, CARS investments include the local parts production of the Toyota Vios at the resin injection molding facility for bumpers and instrument panels, roller hemming robots at the welding line, and the newly inaugurated A0 press line for stamping of side member panels.
The CARS program has been initiated by the government in order to improve the competitiveness of the industry and also to promote more of the localization. So we have started the program since early 2015, and for many years we worked together with the government in order to get this CARS program going. So we also had to get the approval of our regional headquarters in Thailand and from our mother plant in Japan. We are producing the best-selling, the Vios, and the best-selling Innova here in our Santa Rosa plant.
Through these investments, Toyota has started its journey towards smart manufacturing, integrating high-tech equipment in the Toyota production system. Such facilities use robots to automate repetitive tasks, making production processes more efficient. To handle new production technologies, Toyota also made substantial investments in manpower training for the acquisition of new skills. Aside from acquiring new production technologies, TMP continuously supports its local suppliers in developing technical know-how, upgrading their manpower skills, and addressing technical gaps through Technical Assistance Agreements or TAA with Toyota's network of suppliers in the Asia-Pacific region. Among the CARS-controlled suppliers having TAA include Valerie Products Manufacturing and Manly Plastics. The AutoHub group of companies has announced a new addition to their current lineup. In an event held at Ford Global City in Taguig, AutoHub President Willie T. Ted revealed that the AutoHub group will be the official distributor of Shelby and Triumph motorcycles in the Philippines.
AutoHub is proud to announce that we are the exclusive distributor of Shelby, the aftermarket accessories and the performance part of Shelby. And of course, the other one is the popular two-wheel brand, which is Triumph. So we're very, very happy and excited to announce that.
The Shelby, also known as the Cobra, because of its Cobra emblem and streamlined stripes, is a muscle car that impresses on the track and even on the streets.
The existing cars being sold in the Philippines can be installed with Shelby high-performance parts. No? So we'll be the aftermarket segment of all the Mustang and the gray market F-150s. No? As long as they're V8 engine, we can always put the supercharger there and then officially name it a Shelby Super Snake or Shelby GT, and with the authorized license from Shelby International.
According to AutoHub Group, the distribution of Shelby car parts and accessories as well as the administration of aftermarket services will begin by January 2020. Ensuring top-notch service, the group will send technicians to the United States for extensive training in time for the launch next year. AutoHub Car Care Services head Alan Pascual will serve as the general manager for Shelby in the country.
We need to first have our technicians trained, number one. Number two, we need to look at the schedule of member of the Shelby family, and everything needs to be planned properly. So it will take time. So maybe also in January or early February.
The Triumph motorcycles, on the other hand, is expected to be launched by the end of the year or early 2020, with its first dealership to be established in Green Hills, San Juan. Motorcycle enthusiasts shall expect adventure motorcycles, roadsters, and modern classics come Triumph's local launch. Sammy Montecastro will be the motorcycle brand's general manager in the Philippines.
We definitely will start selling in January, no? But if we can do it before Christmas, that would be a bonus, no? But because of time constraints and because it's already almost the middle of October, so we need to set up everything quickly, including the showroom. So it would be safe to say it would be January. So to all the televiewers there, if you get your bonus, don't use it yet. You wait until January to spend it.
MAN, under MAN Automotive Concessionaires Corporation, or MACC, recently celebrated its 30th anniversary in the country. It all began in 1989 when Mr. Fernando Lu was hailed as the official importer, assembler, and distributor of MAN trucks and buses in the Philippines. Initially, MACC was supplying MAN buses to lead public transport companies. Eventually, MACC started to introduce MAN trucks to the local market. Since then, MAN has integrated to commercial vehicle market in the country, proving its German craftsmanship, reliable build, and quality.
Today marks our 30th year with MAN. You know, we started in 1989. We were approached by a German delegate from MAN who asked us if we would be interested to be their importer, because from 1984 to 1989, they did not have any importer. So they were not physically present. So when we were approached, we were actually in our timber business. And at the time, the timber business was very shaky. So we needed also another leg to stand on just in case something happens. So we grabbed the opportunity and we took advantage of our knowledge in maintaining vehicles. So from then, everything went so fast. We started negotiations sometime in August. And by October, we were already in Germany and we were signing a contract. And after we came back, we organized this company, MACC, to start the business.
For 30 strong years now, MACC has thrived in making MAN more visible and accessible to various industries, providing technologically advanced, top-quality commercial vehicles and the corresponding support services and allied brands to complete the lineup.
We are an innovative company. That's part of our core values, innovation. So we continuously come out with products that would be of service not only to the riding clients, but also to the people in general. We will be coming out soon with another product that will help the transport industry. But this is still under wraps. So you will know once we launch this.
Sojitz Fuso Philippines recently treated select fleet accounts and local motoring journalists to an exclusive preview and test drive event featuring Fuso's medium-duty and heavy-duty models, the FI and the FJ. The company also gave a preview and let the select attendees experience its upcoming heavy-duty tractor model, the Super Great.
Today's event is for select customer and media friends for experience of our medium-duty and heavy-duty trucks. So it's very rare to drive such big vehicles. So I think that it's for all of our customers to know that our products.
We invited some fleet accounts and some of our dealer sales personnel so that they can experience test driving our heavy-duty and medium-duty trucks. It's very rare for sales personnel or some fleet accounts to experience a real test drive. Plus, part of this, we have a trainer from Fuso Academy in Japan who did a training session for our sales force. And then we have this venue here, and later on we have a mini fun activity wherein all those who will participate in the test drive have a chance to play with some balls and shoot it in a can. Hopefully we can promote or push in the market more of these heavy-duty and medium-duty trucks.
The units which the guests had the chance to inspect and drive around a controlled environment were the FI 1217R medium-duty truck, FJ 2528R heavy-duty truck, and the soon-to-be-launched FV Super Great tractor. The first Fuso experience allowed the participants to have a first-hand experience with the new trucks and to learn more about it. The FI 1217R is a 6-wheeler medium-duty truck which is powered by a 4D37 3.9-liter turbocharged direct injection diesel engine with 22 feet loading span and has 11.9 tons GVW. Meanwhile, the 10-wheeler heavy-duty truck FJ2528R has a natural 32 feet loading span, powered by a 6S20 6-cylinder 6.4-liter turbocharged direct injection diesel engine. A test drive activity for the FV Super Great tractor was also held. Super Great is a 10-wheeler truck which has 60 tons maximum GVW and powered by an OM457 12-liter turbocharged direct injection diesel engine. Also, one of the key features of this model is having a 12-speed intelligent and innovative mechanical automatic transmission. The Fuso experience allowed the decision makers and businesses to be able to experience firsthand and learn more about the trucks that they purchase.
We have a Fuso dedicated dealership, so everyone can come to the dealership to try our trucks.
I would like to invite everybody to visit our showrooms, Fuso dealerships, so that you can check out these medium duty, heavy duty, even our light duty trucks.
Spice up your pre-Christmas activities with the 2019 Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival happening on November 14 to 17, 2019 at the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. The 4-day event will feature the latest developments and innovations from the country's top car manufacturers and distributors: Changan, Chevrolet, Ford, GAC, Honda, Isuzu, Kia, Maxus, Mitsubishi, Nissan, SsangYong, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, and Volkswagen will be present in this year's Test Drive Festival. Get a chance to test drive your dream car and experience firsthand its features and capabilities.
We have more about the local auto industry as we now give you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Ford Philippines has brought in the 2020 Ford Everest, one that many has been anticipating. We have all about it in this week's Showcase. Watch this. That was the 2020 Ford Everest 2-liter Bi-Turbo Titanium Plus 4x4 automatic transmission, coming in with a lot of new features. Our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Ano man ang marating, binabalikan pa rin. Ang mga unang pangarap, mga unang nakasama, mga unang aral, at ang unang naging gabay sa biyahe ko sa buhay.
Oh, Joshua, napauwi ka.
Siyempre, miss ko na first love ko eh.
Make more firsts with a Mitsubishi Mirage. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
We now have our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
The LRT2 was recently on fire, literally and figuratively, after an incident that led to the partial shutdown of its operations from Cubao to Recto and back. We visited its Santolan station, and obviously, the commuters from the east side of the metro are the most affected. We talked to some of them and asked how they are being affected with this problem. All of them having the same woes.
Siyempre, mahirap dahil matagal ang biyahe. Hindi katulad no, mabilis.
Mahirap, matraffic, matagal, 2 hours minsan kami nakakarating sa trabaho. Of course, lagi kaming nalilate. Like, 1 hour kaming nalilate. Dumadating kami sa point na second subject na kami nakakapasok. Sobrang stuck namin sa traffic kasi minsan hindi available yung mga free rides and bus dito sa LRT Santolan. So, we need to ride jeep to Cubao and then we transfer into UTRM para makababa kami sa school namin.
Sobrang apektado po kasi yung class ko po is 10:30 minsan or 1. Pero nalilate pa rin po ako ng sobra.
Following the partial shutdown, the government was quick to respond by providing free shuttle rides to commuters as well as granting franchises for buses to fly in the route. However, those rides do not give the same convenience that the LRT2 can provide, according to them.
Well, yung sa mga buses naman po, hindi naman po siyang difference sa jeep or sa LRT kasi yung rate din naman niya po, parehas lang din naman siya. But yung para sa akin, yung inconvenient niya is minsan talaga ang tagal niyan dumating din and nato-traffic pa din kami kasi nandito kami sa baba, hindi kami nasa taas.
Medyo nakakatipid pero kasi minsan hindi ko din in-expect yung sobrang habang pila kaya mas angat pa din talagang lagi akong nalilate kesa na nagbe-benefit ako dun sa libreng sakay. Ngayon lang medyo maikli yung pila kaya okay naman po.
All the commuters we talked to look forward to the operations of the LRT2. We do hope that the authorities and the government will give their very best and do all they can to end the commuters' woes.
That was Morning Today's public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. We'd like to once again urge the public to help us solve motoring problems in our midst by referring them to us so that we can in turn bring them into the attention of the involved authorities. Please refer to the screens for our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on our social media accounts.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 33rd year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!